Roll Tide. So, just for future reference, or in case you want to know, I think I need to make myself really clear on these videos. I am making these videos for you guys. I already know that I love every sign, and I think that you all deserve to know that I also love every sign. If you don't like the way that I love you, that's your own issue that you should go talk about in counseling, because I'm not your fucking mommy, and I'm not here to tell you why I love you in the way that you need to hear. Some people have different love
So we found out
and maybe you need to go, like, I don't know, be
that's
next to somebody
Taurus.
who looks like me and have them put their arms around you and just make you feel
So we're gonna
love. I know, there's a million different ways
learn
that people
about
feel love, and if you don't feel love from my videos, that's fine. I didn't really want you to feel hated from my videos, and people did. So I guess right now, if you feel loved, it's just a plus, right? But this is why I love Taurus. Doing the Taurus video was a very hard video for me to do. What I hate about Taurus, because all of my best friends are Tauruses. So how do you go and you say I hate all my best friends? It more was like a unfair advantage that I had because I had grown so close to Tauruses. Did I tell you everything I hate about Tauruses? No. I censored myself a lot. Why? Because I love Tauruses. Because ultimately, there are things that you hate, and there are things that you love. And everybody's full of these things. Every sign, every person in their own chart. And breaking people apart and focusing on their negative is what you do when you hate somebody for real, when you really hate a particular person. But when you love a particular person, you are able to see those parts that you really hate of them and find the love enough to overlook them just long enough to be their friend for the seconds and the moments, the time that you are. I have just found a lot of love in best friend relationships with Tauruses. Normally it takes a little bit longer for me and the Taurus to become friends. I'm normally going to click right away to Leo or Pisces. That's just how me and mine work. But throughout a few months of knowing someone and seeing them right there, I'm going to click with a Taurus. And that's not my doing. That's the Taurus' doing. Tauruses are very selective with the people that they want to know. They enjoy having a small group of people close to them. They don't need a million acquaintances. They don't need a bunch of people to just shower love on. They want their close best friends that they've had for years, and that's what they want. And they take pride in the fact that they keep their friends for years. Tauruses that don't have those kind of long relationships, are kind of heartbroken by it, a little bit isolated and alone. Tauruses understand that long distance relationships, if they're real and they're stronger, are more important than the people that you spend every week in school with. They're those people that you can call and at any time, even if you haven't talked to them in years and months, and they'll know everything that's going on with you because they never forget a friend. And when they add someone new to the repertoire of friends, it's a big deal. And I've always felt like really blessed that the friends that I do have, the best friends that I have allowed me to be their friends because I'm a wishy-washy flake who doesn't return phone calls, who lies sometimes and talks out of her ass. And Tauruses, they don't do that. They say things, it's going to be truthful. They value honesty. And yes, no one is a better liar than a Taurus. That's just because they know how to fucking lie. When they truly love somebody, they don't lie because they know that lies hurt the most, and so they don't hurt. Taurus is the number 2 sign of the zodiac. It's ruled by the planet Venus. It's one of 2 signs ruled by Venus. So it's a very harmonious planet, the lover, beauty of comfortability. A negative trait that people assign to Taurus is materialism. Not every Taurus I've met is materialistic. That was something that, as I discovered the zodiac in the beginning, you get these one-word Tauruses are materialistic. And you realize that not every Taurus that you know is. What Taurus is like is comfortability. And some will pay a lot to get it. Some will not pay anything to get it. Some will live in thrift shop clothes. Some people will have nothing unless it's perfect. But whatever it is, it's that thing that makes them comfortable, that makes them happy. They all like soft things. They all like nice things. They all want to look nice. Tauruses are a self-minded sign. They are a sign that thinks firstly of themselves and then of other people. They don't care how you think they look stupid today. They're going to go do what they want to do and not really give a fuck. It's mostly earth signs that don't give a fuck and water signs. Fire signs and air signs are the ones that seem to really care. Also, the signs that are the second half of the zodiac are more of those kinds that give a fuck. So Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorns, Aquarian, Pisces, more likely to care about outward appearances where the first are not. This is obviously a very simple statement, so before you go getting all mad at me for it, it's a blanket statement. What that means is that a Taurus, being an earth sign and being by the bull, definitely, fantastically, are super stubborn and they super don't give a shit about what you think, and they're going to think for themselves first. Some Tauruses are stubborn to a fault. Actually, all of them are. The one thing you never have to worry about a Taurus is if they're going to change their mind on you, because they won't, because they understand. Taurus is going to work hard, work steadily, make opinions, and stick to them. You're not looking at wishy-washy people here, and I love that. I love that you're strong-willed. You're strong in your motives. You understand your motives. It's very hard to find a more introspective sign than Taurus, except for maybe Scorpio, the opposite. They're very introspective. They're very much willing to look inside themselves and figure out why they are doing what they're doing. They have the ability to fix themselves or lick their balls. You're not looking at the balls, looking at his dick. Or the ability to make themselves better, to understand their role in relationships and fix their side of the story if need be. They're not going to be the first to be like, I'm sorry, I'm wrong, but they will go look into it and figure out that they are. They're dry. Earth signs are dry. It's not hard to get on a deep level with a Taurus. If you want them to care, they will care, and they're loyal, and they're going to give a fuck about you if they give a shit about you in the first place. Conversations with the Taurus are the most fun and exciting because they're the ones that make you think. They're all about making you think, looking into yourself. I definitely changed the most due to a Taurus. Taurus, in my opinion, have made me better people. Every Taurus friend has stuck by me, no matter what, and they've been loyal. If a Taurus chooses to be loyal to you and chooses you to be their friend, they will stick by you. They will stick by you to the end. They will always support you, and they will always be there to call or to laugh at your jokes in case you ever make any. And they will be willing to fight for you, even if you're not always willing to fight for them. And that's why I love Taurus.
Why did Amazon send me $20,000? Because I use Amazon.
How Taurus zodiac processes love. Taurus is a sensual earth sign that demonstrates their love through gifts and physical displays of affection. Taurus is not in a hurry to establish a relationship because when someone captures their heart, they are sure to spend the rest of their lives with that person, or at least that's what they're aiming for. The bull seeks security and loyalty in their love affairs and quickly realizes who can fulfill these needs. Today, we'll discuss how the Taurus personality experiences and processes love. Number 1. Taurus takes their time. Taurus has a patient and passive personality and is not rushing to settle in a relationship. If the person is really worth it, they will wait quietly for them to pass all the necessary tests until they prove to be up to the task. When Taurus falls in love, they know it will be for life, or at least that's what they hope. So they calmly wait until things naturally unfold. So if you're waiting for Taurus to give you a sign to move on, change your strategy. Get used to taking the initiative and don't be afraid to make the first move. Number 2, they need security above all things. Taurus is an earth sign that needs solid and tangible things to feel comfortable. That is why they have stable jobs and invest in those relationships that offer a long-term future. Focus right there.
You and me.
Always. You and me. All of you wives. We men, we ask a lot. We ask for strength, food at home, a house clean, and discretion above all else.
Boys and their toys. At least we know they're getting work done. Welcome to the Victory Project. We're all here because we believe in the mission.
What are we doing?
Changing the world.
What are we doing?
Changing the world.
That's right.
What do you think they're really doing out there?
What do you mean? The one thing they ask of us is to stay here. Where it's safe.
Do you even know what the Victory Project actually is? Have you ever asked? Please. What's actually happening?
you to listen to me.
You're lying about everything.
We are not going backwards. We're pushing forward.
Everyone is acting like I'm crazy.
I'm not crazy.
Our lives together. To lose this.
Interested. And I don't want to be here anymore. I'm so sorry I forgot to tell you, but you're not feeling very well. And the only way to cure it is if we stay home all day.
Fine. Victory is safe and secure. Here you can live the life you deserve. We can all live the life.
Frank has built something truly special. What he's created out here, it's a different way, a better way.
Once unfamiliar faces, strangers, one and all. Now,
I wanted
one
them to
breathe
smell the
away.
outdoors.
All of you wives, we men, we ask a lot. We ask for strength, a shoulder to cry on, food at home,
Train tracks back there.
and discretion above all else. And that's very difficult. What is the enemy of progress? Chaos. Yeah. Nasty word. Chaos.
The one thing they ask of us is to stay here, where it's safe.
Trying to keep them corralled.
I was here when you got here.
Yeah. Sleep in the bedroom.
Figured out how to get out.
That's good. Just breathe. Most of my patients have nightmares.
Violet, where did you meet Bill? We met on a train to Boston. You dropped your ticket, and you bent down, picked it up, gave it to you, right?
Thank you for your loyalty. What are we doing? Changing the world.
You're lying about everything.
Keep calm and carry on. I gave you all of this, Alex! All of out of control. Whose world is this? I know exactly who you are. You don't get to take that from me.
It's their MC. Leo. The cat.
I'm
Speak
waiting
cat.
for someone like you, someone to challenge me. Like a good girl.
The shovel brings up four.
Scientists discovered a gravity hole in the Indian Ocean, where the Earth's gravity is weaker than anywhere else. It's a mysterious dip in sea level caused by the planet's mass distribution.
The fitness industry doesn't want women over 40 to know this. Have you seen this guy? You know, the one that keeps telling us to
Stop running on the treadmill.
Well, you might want to listen to this.
sumo wrestling. They get in the ring and they wrestle. And you guys are never playing when you guys are my Saturday night date.
They're right behind me. They were just on.
Where the hell are we?
Run. Stick together. We got a better shot of surviving.
Maybe someone's out there. Somebody could help get us home.
Mecca. It is home to one of the world's largest religious structures, the Grand Mosque. In the center courtyard of this immense edifice stands a 43-foot tall granite cube known as the Kaaba, the house of God. 5 times a day, every day, almost 2 billion Muslims across the world turn and pray towards this striking black monument, the holiest and most sacred site in all of Islam. Why? Because embedded in the eastern corner of the shrine is perhaps the most sacred stone in all the world, the Black Stone of Mecca.
For the world's 1.8 billion Muslims, this stone is crucial. When Muslims face in the direction of Mecca, they face in the direction of that stone.
This object, as simple as it might be, is of incredible significance to the Muslim faith because it is said to have fallen from heaven at the commands of Allah at the time of Adam and Eve, and it was said to have marked the position of the first temple, which obviously becomes Mecca itself.
Then the stories of that stone gets lost during the flood because Muslims have the same flood story that Jews do from the Hebrew Bible. Then that stone for Muslims is rediscovered by Abraham. So Abraham with his son Ishmael build in Mecca the first place of prayer. That's why Mecca is important to Muslims, because this is the first place of prayer to the one God. Over time, it gets worn away, the building gets rebuilt. In 605, the Prophet Muhammad himself is the one that places that stone in its place. That's part of what gives it power.
Each year, millions of Muslims make a pilgrimage or Hajj to the Kaaba. Once there, visitors take part in a series of rituals called tawaf, which includes circling the Kaaba 7 times, in the belief that it will bring about true humility by linking them with God.
The Black Stone is therefore one of the focal points of the Hajj ceremony that every Muslim certainly tries to achieve during their lifetime. And they will then enter the central court of Mecca and, if possible, try to kiss the Black Stone in emulation of Muhammad, who was said to have set it up in this position in the year 605 AD.
Certainly the stories that have been built around it really pull people in.
And some people suggested that maybe it's something in the stone itself that pulls people in.
The stone itself, pulling people in? But how? For the millions, if not billions, of Muslims who have made their pilgrimage to the Kaaba, there's no doubt that the Black Stone has an inexorable power that seems to draw them into its orbit. And according to some experts, that's because the Black Stone is not of this world. Muslims believe that this was sent down by God to Earth. If we're scientific, we may call that a meteorite. If we're not scientific, we may call that miraculous. Here's the stone that comes from the heavens.
When a meteorite hits the Earth and somebody witnessed a fall and they were to go to that location, there's a variety of things that they might be able to find. If the stone falls in a sandy area, for example, there might be a lot of heat associated with the meteorite as it falls. And that could cause fusion of the sand and cause some kind of glass to form. And so when you walk up onto it, you might find some interesting new features that you probably wouldn't have seen in that particular part of the world before.
Meteorites arise from outer space being exposed to cosmic rays. They're slightly radioactive. To people not exposed to electromagnetic radiation, they will feel that rise from this rock. And so that creates.
Now the truth is, we may never know for sure, because no one has ever been allowed to inspect or analyze it.
So there are a lot of exciting and interesting questions about the Black Stone. I think the first one is it actually a meteorite? A lot of people propose that, and there's some evidence, particularly from the local impact crater, that it came from there. And is there some sort of radiation energy that it emits or is coming from it that we just don't understand yet? So it was really amazing to have the opportunity to analyze the Black Stone. There were obviously challenges, both sort of social as well as scientific. It's in the Muslim world. It's in a very sacred place. It's a very sacred stone. So bringing in scientists and doing careful analyses have those social challenges, and it would be difficult.
Finally found a place where I see none of you, and I've been thinking to myself, hell, what if you